This is an Asian or Armenian, I think it's. Well, anyway, it's a cucumber plant, and look how it's growing. Now this is inside of my greenhouse, so this one needs to be pollinated, which most of them do. And so you wonder, well, what am I going to do here to pollinate them? Because I don't have any bees come in here. Now let me show you something. This is how it's done. Now as you can see, when they start growing, what happens is the first thing you'll get is these flowers here. Now let me show you something. Now look how they all look. See how there's a nice flower there, and then there's a stem, and up comes a flower. So they all look like that. And there's another one over here. See, they all look like that, except there's one here that's different. Look at that. See, that's got like a fruit or something here on the bottom. That is the fruit. And the way these work, most melons for that matter, and cucumbers are the same. When the plant starts to grow, first thing it does is it produces a lot of these male flowers. Now these are the pollen carriers, the pollen manufacturers. So if you're going to pollinate this plant, you have to do it by hand. What you have to do is you have to get the pollen from these flowers, from one of these flowers, into that flower right there. You got to get it right in the middle there. And the way I do that is you pick one of these flowers off, one of the male flowers. Let's see if I can get one. It's kind of hard to do this one-handed. But you grab it by the base. I'm not going to be able to demonstrate this really well, but you grab it by the base, and what I generally do is you pull the petals off first. Now once you've got the petals pulled off, you see what you got is this little nub sitting there, and what you can do now is you can take this and put it down inside that flower, and then roll it around in your fingertips and get pollen all over that center part of that flower. And if you do that, what that does is that pollinates the flower. That pollinates the fruit or the flower. So this is the first, there. That should do it. And that's the first fruit that I've seen on this plant since I planted it. So we'll watch that in a day or so, and I'll show you what happens to it. And see, if it doesn't get pollinated, it'll just kind of turn yellow, and you know, in a few days it'll turn yellow and just kind of wither and fall off. If it does get pollinated, though, it'll turn into a cucumber. So that's how you do that.